Ever. Ready?
And away we go.
Here we go.
And we're not going to say good morning this time because it's not morning.
Okay. Although you just said it. I'm just kidding.
Happy
What
Mother's
if they
Day.
listen to it in the morning?
What?
What if they listen to it in the morning?
It's true.
What do they
Good
say?
day.
Happy day, whatever time it is where you are when you're listening. Happy Mother's Day, Kristi.
Start over. Start over.
Start over? Oh, there's no starting over once Kristi hits record.
Oh, God.
Because that means I have to edit it. So y'all, like, listen. Also, we didn't say this, but Noble, no cussing on this one. We don't want to have to hit the explicit button before we upload to Apple.
Did you just do that?
Did you write it down? Did you write down the bad word you wanted to say?
No. Well, actually, yes.
You know what? Y'all just ruined it. Now your mom's totally coming upstairs.
Yeah, probably. They'll all be on the same screen, so that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so we when Brenda and I were talking this week, we thought it would be fun to do something with our kids. And since we're all quarantined, we're each in our own homes and we're in different spaces, and we wrote statements that it's either your mom or their mom or both of us have this in common. So I'm going to read the statement, and if it's your mom, you're going to make a sound. So, we should introduce everybody. Someone doesn't know. I mean, everybody, the two people who watch know y'all, but go ahead. Okay, we'll start with we'll go oldest to youngest.
I don't know.
Who's oldest?
Alex?
Alex is oldest.
I'm Alex. I'm the oldest.
How old are you?
I'm 17, and my birthday's in February. So 17 and 3 months.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Alex, how excited are you to be on your mom's podcast this afternoon? 1 being the least excited.
Probably 10, if you can't tell from my voice. Yeah, I'd say 10, maybe 9.5. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Aw, you get a prize later. Okay.
Okay. I'm Kayci. I'm Kristi's daughter. I'm 16, almost 17 in a month. And I'm super excited to be on here. I listen to y'all record it like every day. And I have to be quiet while I'm doing my homework. So happy to be on it.
I really appreciate the quiet on the set, and I know we suck up all the Wi-Fi. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It doesn't really affect us. My dad gets grumpy about it, but we don't really care.
Well, yeah. Thanks for that.
Thanks, James.
My turn. I'm Matt, and I'm 14. My birthday's in December. Alex is my older brother. Cool. And we beat each other up a lot.
As brothers do. I hear. You hear your cat?
Yeah, I hear her.
You're going to have to let her in. Kayci has a kitten, and it's outside like her door meowing to get in.
Aww.
I want to see the cat.
I'll let her in.
All right. And the youngest. Sorry, it's you again. It's always you.
Best for last.
Oh, we can't have nice things. I'm Noble, and I'm 12, and I'm Kayci's younger sister. I mean, brother. Not a sister.
And also, we're making an announcement today. Sprinkles.
Oh, God.
This is
That's lady sprinkles to y'all.
Oh, Sprinkles is the youngest.
Sprinkles is my child.
I don't have favorites, but Simon is my favorite.
I just said bro.
So the Ferones have 3 cats. 3 cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loyal to Simon. He's hilarious.
The professor.
Because when you were here, I guess that was almost 2 summers ago, but he really hung around with you because he's really nice to new people. And so
And me.
Simone was on a terror that weekend. He loved her, but
And I'm not a cat person typically. So, but Simon and I, we bonded. I even named my plant that sits on my desk at work, Simon.
I remember that. That's cute.
Oh my
Yeah.
Y'all ready to play a game?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Brenda, now I haven't actually told my kids that there's a prize on the other side of this. You guys, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets something for participating. But have you told your boys what their treat is?
No, I think I forgot.
Hey guys, she's gonna take you for a treat.
Sprinkles, you gotta. Is it ice cream?
I don't know. I haven't decided what your treat is. I don't know what I want yet.
We're so excited. Usually that sounds like ice cream on the other end of it.
I love ice cream.
Me too.
We have like half a thing in the Bluebell, the confetti cake, the new blue one that we're trying. No offense, Bluebell, but we're trying to get rid of it because really nobody needs more than like a bite of that.
Oh, it's
Come on.
It's good, but it's a lot of stuff.
That's good to know.
You need like one of those little, like, I think if there was such a thing as like a little mini ice cream cone, like that much, that would be perfect. Like a bite of it would be perfect just to taste it.
They actually, HEB sells the teeny tiny cones called Kid Cone. It's like really like a bite.
Oh, I think that.
McDonald's used to sell those to kids. I don't know if you ever got one, but anyway.
No, we weren't allowed to have ice cream. Thanks, Brenda. Okay, so I'm gonna read the statements. If it sounds like Brenda, what noise are y'all gonna make, guys? And if it sounds like me, y'all are gonna do what? I feel like we should explain the sounds, but I think we'll just let people jump to their own conclusions. Okay, so we're gonna start off easy. You ready? First one is, I drink ice water 24/7. Matt's like, no, that you are correct.
Yeah,
that's
totally Kristi.
I was gonna say you carry around your Yeti all day, every day. And this morning we were out by the fire pit and she knocked it over.
I just knocked mine over right
no,
yes.
In the dirt. Oh. But it was good because every once in a while I really do need to like take it apart and like super bleach it and clean it. So now it's really clean today. So if like someone else could drink out of it today.
I just dropped mine and I'm white knuckling, it's water, it's gonna dry.
You have carpet?
I do.
See, we have floors, so if we hardwood floors, so if we spill something, it'll make a white spot, so we have to clean it up or get a white spot. Okay, statement number 2. I can eat chips and salsa until I explode. That is correct. Number 3, actually, you know what? I'm not going to number them because they're bullet points, and I'm going to lose track of my numbers here pretty quick. My favorite color is orange. That was everybody. Y'all are right. My second favorite color is rainbow.
About that, not about rainbow, about orange. I really thought that the name of your podcast was going to have to be related to orange in some way. And I was like brainstorming some names.
Oh, did you come up with anything? Maybe we need something.
Well, I was thinking like Orange You Glad. And like episode could be like Orange You Glad, Oh
my God. I really wish you would have said that out loud sooner.
Well, I was thinking of it, but then because I was listening on the first day that you recorded, I was in here working and I was like listening to y'all the whole time. And then at the end you came up with your name, and so it was too late, but next time.
What was the inspo behind the name? Because it's okay, like a good name for a podcast. Where's the inspo from? What is it called?
So on episode 1, we explained.
I only made it. You'll have to let it go. They're young men. You're not going to listen to middle-aged women's podcast, right? Guys, it's okay. You don't have to listen. You don't even have to listen to this one. You're living it.
I'm listening. It's actually, so on cassette tapes from back in the day when we grew up, it's normal bias is on every cassette tape, and it has to do with the quality of the sound that the tape has on it. So a normal bias tape is it's the one that everyone typically uses. I think high bias is the next one, but
who came up with it?
Kind of both of us. Kristi probably because she had this journal.
It was so I have this I have a notebook, and it's got cassette tapes. Have y'all heard about B-sides? So vinyl records and cassette tapes have A-sides and B-sides. A-sides the popular song, and B-sides whatever they put in there with it. So I was going through my book with Brenda. I had like my book, it looks like a cassette tape and it has an A side and a B side. And so we were talking about doing something with the B side, because a lot of my favorite songs were on B sides. And then when we were looking at different words that had to do with cassette tapes, normal bias came up. And when your mom Googled it and we started looking at what it meant, she was like, that's it. So back in our day, when we were y'all's age, if you were lucky, you had a cassette player that had 2 decks. So you could put in a tape that played and a tape that recorded. But if you were poor or not so lucky, you had one that only had 1. So you would have to listen to the radio and try to record the song on the radio. So all your songs would be like, at the very beginning, it'd be like 104, and then it would start in the song. Or at the very end of the song, it would cut off and go into the next song. So like you didn't have a complete song. And you would do that, and you would put together a mixtape for your friends and your people. And so that was kind of where we were going with it. Like, if I made you a mixtape, this is the song that I would put on it. Or if I made myself a mixtape. So it's kind of a lot of things. It's kind of a lot of like who we were in high school, things that we like. Because we don't really y'all don't make playlists for people, do y'all? Is that not really a thing? Like, we made mixtapes?
Not, I mean, a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, it was pretty huge. And another thing is that music, she and I, like, so much of it revolves around just music itself and songs, and so that's kind of where it came from. But I really like your idea, Kayci. And actually, at one point, I thought of doing my own podcast, and I did try to think of something with orange. And what's that saying about nothing rhymes with orange? I thought of that, but somebody had that. There's a lot of orange ones out there.
I just came up with another one. You said B-side, and you could do look on the B side. Like, it could be 2 things, okay? Like, look on the bright side, and like you were talking about, Mommy, like you liked all the apparently not the popular songs, but
That's true.
Like, there's some good stuff on the B side, I guess.
So here's the definition that I found of normal bias. It said, tend to retain more of the original quality recording for much longer than high bias cassettes. So we kind of like, I took that and said, like, she and I have retained, like, the things that we talk about are a lot of like, how we were back then opposed to how we are now, but we've retained like some of that are like our morals and values and common goals.
Normal bias sounds like a good name for the band too.
So yeah, I really appreciate that you like that you like our name.
Start a band. You too.
Band name.
Start a band.
Y'all will have to be the band, because I don't sing or play anything. Do you sing? Are you musical, Brenda, or do you just like music?
No.
I just like music. I'm not musical at all. I've never played an instrument or tried. I sing in the car a lot. Yeah. I'm a horrible singer, but I love singing.
So guys, are either of y'all I know like what my kids do, are either of y'all musical? Do you play anything?
A little bit.
What do you play, Matt?
Yeah,
a lot more.
Matt is, they were both in band. Sorry to speak for you, Matt, but they were both in band. They both played trombone. And it came easy to them. Matthew is definitely the musician in our family. Like, he's right now teaching himself how to play guitar. He can hear a song and go just put it out on the piano. So he's definitely our musical one. It's from the Park side of the family, Brian and Mr. P. Yeah, Mr. P has some, I guess, nephews that are in bands and are musicians, like professional musicians. So who knows?
Noble is our musician. He's got whatever that is that you have that you can hear a song. Just go pick it.
Don't disrespect me like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kayci also played the French horn.
Yeah, for 3 years.
And the piano.
And I was like a solid second chair.
Nice.
Okay. And you sing beautifully. But
you know what a French horn sounds like.
You do sing.
Like, I was in children's chorus in middle school, but I wouldn't say I sing.
I say you sing.
I'm just gonna say
I like everybody, so
yeah. Matt's not big on singing, but he likes to play instruments. But I think Alex is actually a good singer, and he did some like kids musicals in church when he was in elementary. And I think he's got in there somewhere is a really good singing voice. He's also a rapper.
That's negative. That's not true.
Not for today's episode.
On a very special episode of Normal Bias Podcast.
Okay, so read some more questions.
Okay, here we go.
Statements.
We did rainbow. I was in student council in high school. Y'all did good. That's actually where we met for the first one. Okay, now here we're trying to trick y'all a little bit. I graduated from North Shore High School in 1991. Good. When did I graduate, kids?
92.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier when it's like a 20-25 year. Good job. Hey. Okay, so I'm just going to rat your mom out. She did not think y'all were going to get the student council or what year she graduated.
I wasn't sure about the student council for sure.
Really do.
I don't know if I say that enough.
I knew 91. I didn't know student council.
But also, your dad graduated in 91 too. So, I mean, so the deck is stacked for y'all.
Yeah, and their aunt 94 and their uncle 97 and Jennifer 92. Like, we have North Shore. Lots of 90s. So, yay.
Yay. Okay, so this one, I'm still friends with a bunch of people I knew in high school, and I still like them. That's true of both of us. I love college football. My kids.
Care less. Like, you couldn't care less.
I am an extroverted introvert.
Wait, I'm thinking about that. Wait.
That's true. I would rather do anything else besides fold laundry.
She does it all the time.
She hates it so much.
She loves laundry and cleaning and
I do too.
all that stuff.
What the heck?
Were we wrong or right?
No, you're right.
Okay.
All right. I love, so I will say this isn't a statement, but I love to fold stuff and I love to clean stuff. But what do I not like to do with the stuff that I fold or hang?
But you don't like to let it sit. You put it away immediately.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like, yeah. All right. So this one, the next one is all I ever wanted to be was a mom.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's true. So that technically that was Brenda's, but that was really, that could have been either one of us. I need lots of sunshine to be happy.
I don't know.
Have you looked around our house?
She always goes.
Wait, do you mean, oh, okay. I thought you meant like being out in the sun, like at the beach. I was like, that's not.
No, skin cancer says no.
Yeah.
They're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's hard.
That one was kind of a trick one.
That one was kind of tricky.
So that was me, but your mom definitely identified with that one.
I did. I identified it. I didn't write it down for me though. But yeah, I mentioned saying that I agree.
All right, next one. I like things very organized. That's true. I should have said uber organized. Would that have been cooler?
No, probably not.
No.
Oh, man. See, it finally learned a word and now I can't use it. Okay, the next one. Boy bands can do no wrong.
Yeah.
But what kind of boy bands?
Yeah.
Like One Direction or like
New boy band and old, like
or
One
like-
Direction,
Oh,
90s
so-
boy band.
okay.
Wait, Matt's naming them. Who'd you name, Matt?
She likes One Direction like from this decade, and then she likes like NSYNC and 90s stuff.
But who is my favorite? Who am I loyal to? Who's my favorite boy band?
Hot.
Yes! New Kids on the Block.
Uh-huh.
Loyal. I'm a blockhead. I'm loyal to New Kids on the Block. But any boy band, Kayci, I love a boy band. I went and saw One Direction in concert in August 2014 with Maddie.
Nice.
I took her.
She let you.
Have you? Well, I don't know if you have. I guess you would have said this, but like the New Kids on the Block cruise that they do,
Mhm.
would you love that? feel like-
I would love that. Like, you have no idea.
yeah,
And I hope I get to go on one.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I know it was canceled this year, but
Right. And they did this whole live like thing on Zoom. I
Yeah.
watched. Yeah. I just love New Kids.
Y'all may be a little bit sad that you know all that, but I think it's cool. So you guys can go on the cruise together. We're just, I'll watch her.
Maybe when One Direction has their 10th anniversary tour, we'll go together.
And it's confirmed that they're reuniting.
All of them.
I know. That's crazy.
I'm so excited. I'll take you.
I don't want to read the next ones now because now I'm like, I want to talk about boy bands. Okay. So I like things very organized, but I also have a few hidden spots that stay super cluttered with stuff I can't get rid of yet.
Look behind you.
And so your closet,
Your book.
well, that's not cluttered. That's not cluttered.
Okay, never mind. You just
Mine is that dresser full of scrapbooking stuff in there. I'm working on it. Boys, I learned something about your mom 2 weeks ago. She has a closet in which she still has the clothes that she wore when she was pregnant with y'all.
Yes. Yeah.
There's mine.
Very closet.
So my vote is that she lets those go. Do y'all want her to keep them or let them go?
Have no emotional value to me.
I wasn't even alive.
Yeah.
I mean, are they gonna wear them one day or what?
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I don't know what it's a mystery because I have pictures of me in them, so that should be enough. But I have those clothes. One of the tops I kept, Jennifer gave it to me after she used it with her kids, or Maddie or something. I don't know. So I was like, oh, we both wore it. Let me keep it.
Maybe your mom could make you like a quilt top with all of that stuff. Sorry, Carmen, if you're listening. Okay. I love to read. That's a no-brainer.
My mom likes reading,
she loves to read.
but she's not like super good at it.
Sammy?
What
Well, half bruh on that one.
We'll never let you forget Saving Sammy.
You know what? I think, Kristi, did you tell me about Saving Sammy? Who told me about that book?
I don't know what that is.
Okay,
The
maybe.
book, and it took my mom.
It was you.
Like the entire time I was in middle school, she was reading that book. It was like this thick.
That's what they mean by I'm not a good reader. I am so slow. It takes me forever to read a book.
Still on like page 3.
And
That's our dad, but she's a really fast reader.
Yeah,
Like
I've just always been a slow reader. When I was in I guess like 5th to 7th grade, I read a lot of books.
Yeah.
But it always took me a long time.
So we do have a running joke in our family. Noble, do you want to talk about the slower reader in our home?
Like the joke that we keep on making.
Well,
Okay, so his daddy's books are really old, and whenever we have a joke that whenever he started them, they were brand new.
He tends to read like Mark Twain and like stuff that's like super old, and so Noble's.
Well, hold on. Not just old books. Like
Most
Bob Goff, all the books. Like it takes him so long. Like he's read maybe one book this entire year.
Yeah, and it takes a long time. Like it took a long time.
So that's their ongoing joke, Saving Sammy. Like,
So did you ever make it through? I mean, like, was Sammy saved? I need to know. Is Sammy okay?
Sammy was saved. It's a book about there's this, I don't know if it's a syndrome or a disease. It's pandas. Anyway, this normal boy who was, I think he was in middle school, was going about his day, and then one day he started he had these like major like tics and OCD, like this stuff. He just started changing, and his mom was like, what happened to my normal healthy child? Anyway, it's an acronym, pandas, for some people get strep throat, and it somehow the disease gets to their brain, and it makes you do some really crazy things. And so long story short, Sammy is okay, but him and his mom are advocate for this phenomena that happens when you get strep throat sometimes if you don't get it treated. And Anyway, it's a really good book. They're true people. It's a true story.
That was a roller coaster.
I don't even know what I did.
Yes, they will tell you how they feel.
Yeah, that's okay. I love that.
That's interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. I hate to dust unless it's super dusty and a little grossly satisfying when I finally clean it.
You went into so much detail that.
But see, Brenda and I, we live on the same page here. Like, I can live with a little bit of dust, but it's super satisfying. Like when the big chunks of dust come off the ceiling fans, or like you wipe up the baseboard and.
But my mom, like, in the last like year, she found out what dust is, like what it's made of, and that made her, it turned her off of it, like really bad.
I was going through life just smiling and cleaning and enjoying it, and then they said, "You know what dust is, right?" I
was like freshman year biology for me. I was like, what?
I'm still reading that book, Kayci.
Also, boys, you're not allowed to tell your mom what's in her mattress.
Oh.
She'll never sleep again.
Absolutely not. So yeah, so now I'm just like, dust.
Okay. Crumbs in my bed is a huge pet peeve unless I put them there.
Even if it's something like doesn't make crumbs. Like you could eat soup in her bed and she'd be like, "You better not get crumbs on the."
In her bed, she's yelling at crumbs.
Okay, so if I were to if I was to sit on your mom's bed and find crumbs that she left there, what are they crumbs from?
Sandwich.
Are you a bed sandwich eater?
Chips. Popcorn. See, in my head, I'm careful and I know what I'm doing, but they're in there just.
No, like if I sleep in her bed, I swear I'm way more careful with it than her.
Because you don't want me to find out.
Exactly, so it's fine. But like one day I just want to those Nature Valley bars that they're just crumbs, like they're not. They're just crumbs. I want to eat one of those on there one day.
You don't even have to eat it; just open it and then turn it upside down.
Basically, just oats.
What? It's 2020. Why can't they get their stuff together? They're always so crumbly.
Just this morning we were talking. She was like, breakfast in bed, ew, for Mother's Day. No, that's disgusting. Why would you eat in bed like that? But like every other night, I feel like you're eating ice cream in your bed.
That's your dad.
It's not really her.
It's both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because here's the thing, it's peer pressure. Like, because after y'all go to bed or after, like, when you're doing your quiet time and we're in here, as soon as we hit the bedroom, all of a sudden Daddy gets snacky. And every night, like, when you guys are old, you'll understand this, but every night he says, I feel snackish. But when Daddy wants a snack, it's like a whole jar of pistachios or like a serving of ice cream or, yeah.
You know what science says about eating right before you go to bed?
I know. I think that's part of the problem.
I don't know. I just learned what dust was.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Not
it.
just eat past what, like 7 p.m. or something, Biddy?
I forget how many hours it is.
It's the fat in the food.
We eat dinner at like 8:30 every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are late dinner eaters here.
Y'all are night owls. It's the parks in you.
Yeah.
It's okay. But so we're the opposite of y'all. We all get up super early, and then like by 9 o'clock, I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm done. I'm ready.
Well, and dinner. So I'm like an old lady inside, and so literally, if I could choose, literally every single night, I would eat dinner at 4 o'clock if I could choose. But we compromise and we eat at like 5 o'clock or like 5:30 or sometimes 6 if we get crazy.
It's still a little too early for me to eat later.
I just love that you said the old lady inside, and it's exactly what I thought when you said that. Was like, oh, she eats dinner at 4:30, but I didn't say it out loud.
No, that's what it is, and I'm fine with it. Like lunch at 11, dinner at 4:30, and I'd be happy.
No, we eat lunch at like 4 and dinner at like 10:30.
Yeah.
No, I'm usually asleep by 10:30.
Because we wake up at like 12, so everything's just pushed back like 4 hours from everyone else.
It's true.
Yeah, no.
So not on this podcast, but a different time. You should ask Kayci. She's read all the research, but like you're either a morning? You're either go ahead, give them a synopsis.
I was gonna say I was gonna grab my book, but it's up on the top shelf. But there are different. You're like a lark, or you're an owl, or you're a middle bird, or is that what it's called?
Mhm.
Yeah, and like you're either like a morning person, an in between person, or a night owl, and there are all these like charts and stuff that it's fascinating. But yeah.
So y'all are night owls, we're morning people, and it's okay to be what you are. There's not one right or one wrong, but it's important to be what you are and do your work like what the time is for you. Ooh, now she's getting the book. Run, boys, run!
I got it. Hold on, I'm just gonna flip to it. I gotta find it.
I definitely think it's kind of like, I think messy and neat too. I think you're either one or the other.
Well, I don't messy.
Who's Alex? You're messy? Is that
No.
you say messy? Who said they're messy?
Neither one of them. Well, Alex.
I'm like, if I'm in the playroom with a blanket and I get up to do anything, he'll put the blanket away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alex. You know, we're not officially diagnosed with OCD, but Alex definitely likes things to go back where they belong and everything's straight and neat. And he's always been that way. So my mom used to always say to me, "Look what you've done. You've turned him into you." Because when he was little, and I was like, why would I want to put that on him? I was like, that is just all him. Born that way.
all right, Kayci, what are you going to tell us?
Okay, so I have 3 questions. What time do you usually go to sleep? What time do you usually wake up? And what is the middle of those 2 times? So do that in your brain.
Like ideally go to bed or
Like normally.
Oh, normally.
Like before quarantine?
Yeah, like.
Or like it can be now. It can be fine.
Okay. Because we've definitely have shifted a little bit with quarantine. Like
So so that's called your midpoint. So Miss Brenda, what's your midpoint? What's the in between?
What? When I go to bed?
Wait, Mom. What time? What time do you go to bed and what time do you wake up?
Okay, what time do I go to bed now? This is so complicated because I go to bed probably about 11:30.
What time do you wake up? Just answer those 2 questions.
Okay, I go to bed at 11:30, even though I don't fall asleep until 2, and then I get up at like 7:30.
7:30. Okay, so that's 8 hours. So what is that, like 3:30?
Yeah.
So
Me and Matt is.
I'm a lark.
Yeah. And I don't remember. There's all this stuff about what that
A
is.
lark is a bird, right? These are all birds.
Yeah. Me and Matt is 7 a.m. is our midpoint.
7:30?
7 a.m.
Oh, 7 a.m.
What's the midpoint?
7.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Right now. Right now.
Oh my gosh. You're an owl, definitely. Like this is the chart, if you can see that. And you're like way down here.
Dang. Is that good?
Well, I think I did it wrong then.
Like high school.
Because yeah.
What is that book called?
This is called Win.
Oh,
It's an awesome book. If you like Malcolm Gladwell.
I think I did it wrong.
I love this. It's a good book.
I saw you post about that book. Cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I'm a lark. I like that.
Let's see. So if I go to bed.
Are we ready for the next question? I feel like we got way off track.
Yeah, y'all haven't missed any yet. So I don't think we really worked hard enough to trick y'all. So I'll do 2 more. I'm not a great cook, but I admire good cooks.
You don't cook. You put things you put cans and pasta together.
Yeah.
I said I'm not a great cook.
Yeah, I know, but that's what
Oh, you're saying I'm not a cook at all? So I can't even call myself a cook.
good, but you don't do stuff from.
Well, that's funny because that was a Kristi statement, but that was another one of those ones, and I was looking at it going, dude, that could be me too.
All of us.
Oh.
Okay, final one. I love road trips, but y'all hate how often I have to stop and go. Yeah, that was another one that one of us wrote, and the other one was like, oh, that's me.
Totally.
Like every 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's like once you let the floodgates out, there's no turning back. You know, and
You just need to buy you adult diapers.
Yeah.
cut this whole conversation.
Kristi with her 24-hour water drinks.
Well, so it's not the water that's bad, but when we stop, if I get like a Coke and I drink the Coke and then eat the ice, then I got to go like as soon as I'm done with the ice, I have to go wee.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, Brenda, how do you want to do the songs?
I don't know.
What?
How should we do it?
I tell you what, how about, okay, I do have to say, Kayci and I have a thing going. So, Kayci, we're going to start with you because I need to know what yours is. I have on my phone, I have a note where I typed my guess for Kayci's song for me.
Oh, well, you know what? I don't know if I told my boys about that part.
Oh,
I
so
want to give them some time to think about it.
Ahead.
So why don't you explain it so your listeners can know what the...
Kayci's better at podcasting than the podcast. Go ahead, Brenda. Take it away.
Oh, go Kayci.
Oh, I don't... Okay, so what is this? The song that makes you think... Or I thought about the song that makes me think about mommy, and the song that when I hear it, like that's... I think that it... What's the word?
Reminds of your mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good job coming up with a song like that, guys. Did they?
I didn't know we were doing it until right now, but I already have one.
Yeah.
Do you?
So,
Matt, can you think of one?
Yeah, Alex thought of
We
the
just
same
thought of the
one.
same one, so.
no, you did not.
No, he did.
no.
I promise you. He just sang it, and I heard it, and I knew it was.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
awesome.
you guys have different ones, or is it like a team thing?
No, you can have one. It's okay. They have different ones because I made them.
So yeah, so here on Normal Bypass.
Normal bypass.
I was trying to combine bias and podcast. But so we like to tell, like, I guess like dedicate a song, or you know, we're making our playlists or mixtapes for people. So we thought it would be fun for you guys to tell us a song that made you think of us, and then we have songs that for you guys that remind us of you. So what is your song, Kayci? And
Okay, so I have my song and then I have an honorable mention. So my song, well, we have to explain something first. So we were at lunch today and I was like, I've known my song since yesterday, and my mom said, I think I know what your song is. And so she has a note on her phone that says my guess is, and so she wrote down what she thinks it is, and we're going to see if it's the same. So
Okay.
My song for her is Debbie Gibson, You Light Up My Life.
Debbie Boone.
Wait, what did I say?
Debbie Gibson.
I said Debbie Gibson. Sorry, I'm sorry.
oh, you have to do. It's the same. If Debbie Gibson didn't cover that song, I think she totally should.
Who's Debbie Gibson?
Electric Youth. The one with the blonde hair and the fedora, like Tiffany,
Yes.
My Time.
No.
Yeah. She's
I just think so. I
she was
literally.
on Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, that's a good
She
one.
also, I believe she just toured with Tiffany and New Kids on the Block like a year or so ago.
That would have been perfect for y'all. But yeah, so that just shows you, like, I literally only know that song and I don't even know her name correctly. So that was my song, but then my honorable mention was Eminem, Lose Yourself.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That is good. She you know, we did a episode about songs to our 16-year-old self, and she's like, I should have put that, and I didn't. She said it's the most played on her iPod.
Yeah, the other day I was kind of in a funky mood, and she was like, do you want me to play some of my music to cheer you up? And she played that song and started singing it. It didn't cheer me up. It made me sad.
That's my guess, Kayci. Can you see what it is?
Yes, I totally thought about all of your emo music, but I don't know. Not it.
Kristi was totally emo. I love that song by Shake. I forget about Shakespeare's Sister.
The song I know.
That losing yourself. I need to go to bed. Lose yourself is.
I do need it.
If I had the bruh button now, I would press it right now, but it's gone.
It is in my top 10 of all-time favorites.
Okay, so Kayci, so my songs for you, I had a hard time not going like super like mommy, but my favorite all-time song for you is Slipping Through My Fingers. Not the like from the movie Meryl Streep version. Do y'all know that one?
Like from Mamma Mia. You see Mamma Mia? Y'all, the boys probably haven't seen Mamma Mia.
Well, it's super sad. It's a little bit emo, Mama.
Well, you played that like I don't know if it was every day. It felt like every day. It's like, but driving me to kindergarten, she played that on the way to school basically every day. Because the whole song is about like slipping through my fingers, and before you know it, she's all grown up and she's getting married.
Are you crying a little?
A little bit. I totally get it.
But Kayci has no heart, so that's always our joke. Is
okay, I do have a heart, but that's not. No, I don't get emotional at the things that y'all get emotional at. Like she cries at every commercial, every movie.
Say it to the people in the back.
I cry. You're good. What is that sign I just found the other day? It's like, I'm pretty cool, but I cry a lot.
Yeah, that was a good song for you.
So it's always a big deal whenever I cry at like something. Like I cried, it was late at night and I was watching TV and an Apple commercial came on and I started crying, and that was a big deal. So I don't really cry or get sad at things like that, but so slipping through my fingers, yeah.
Okay.
But it felt like 2 summers ago, y'all started listening to a lot of Mamma Mia again.
Yeah. Well, when the second Mamma Mia movie came out.
Yeah, but
Kayci was 15, so yeah.
Well, and funny story, that's when I totaled my car while I was driving to the movies to go see this.
That's right. I think I just left your house that night.
Yeah, the girl hit me and my car was totaled.
That makes me so sad.
Full circle.
Yeah, poor Kayci totaled the car. She didn't even have her driver's license yet. We were, we'd had the car for 2 months. You'd been driving for 1 month and totaled it. You didn't total it. It was totaled, but you did a great job driving.
I've only seen Mamma Mia 2. I've never seen the first Mamma Mia.
Okay, the next time you come, we're watching it.
That's homework.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So, Brenda, did you want to give a song to one of your boys? Sorry, y'all are men, but you're Brenda and the boys in my head. Sorry.
So I'll give Alex first. The 2 songs I chose for them are songs that as soon as they were born, probably like a week after they were born, I found these songs. So Alex's is Phil Collins' "You'll Be in My Heart."
I'm tired, man.
They were both premature. They were both born 5.5 weeks early and just so tiny. And like the third verse in the song is, "For one so small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm." So it's just all about the bond between a parent and a child.
Or a gorilla and a human child.
Yeah, or that.
Are you crying?
But I would play that song over and over because he was just so small, but so perfect. My baby.
Alex is like, great. This is also, we're doing this to desensitize you guys heading into your senior year. We're just going to cry for the next year. Mm-hmm. And also, fair warning, both of your slideshows are going to be about 4 hours long.
I think about that so much. Just like, I don't think I can watch anything that long. However long my slideshow is going to be.
We said we're going to have to rent out the movie theater. Like, we're not going to screen at the movie theater, and we're just going to show it like a movie.
Like, the amount of pictures my mom has to fit it in, like, a normal slideshow, like, duration, she'll have to put them all for, like, half a second. Like, it'll just be, like, moving.
Like a seizure.
It'll just be, like, swiping through pictures.
Well, and, like, our whole lives are documented. Yeah. So, that's going to be a long slideshow. And you're going to cry through the whole thing.
Oh, I'm going to cry making the slideshow, watching the slideshow, thinking of the slideshow.
My mom's probably already crying.
That Green Day song, Mom, you're going to put it on there?
She's been reading a lot. I don't know, but even kind about senior.
Our internet's being a little funky, so you froze, but that's okay because you were making fun of me, so there.
Well.
Okay, what about you and Noble?
Okay, so Noble, my song for you, first of all, the song that I didn't pick is also from Mamma Mia. What was Noble's favorite song when he was little?
Dancing Queen.
Yeah.
I did not pick that for you, Bubby, because I didn't think you'd want to be associated with that, but it still makes me laugh. But my favorite song for you, kind of along the lines of Brenda's for Alex, is it's a Dixie Chick song. It's called Godspeed, and I love that song.
Such a good song.
So can you hear it in your head, Bubby, or not so much?
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna have to listen to that song today. I love that song.
So that song, and then Taylor Swift's "Never Grow Up." "Never Grow Up" came out right about the same time. But the thing I don't love about "Never Grow Up" is because I do want you to grow up. I mean, the alternative I don't want to think about, but I do want you to grow up. It's been fun watching you grow up and change. But if I was picking a song for 12-year-old Noble, it would be "Dare to Be Stupid."
Yeah.
That's a good one, huh?
What song? Who sings that?
Weird Al.
Ah,
He's all about the Weird Al.
With Weird
Weird Al.
Just like yours is Celine Dion.
Weird Al is good stuff.
Wrapped in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
He knows every word. He knows. No. Stop.
I'm not playing it.
Show her the wallpaper on your phone.
It better be.
This is from the UHF. That's Weird Al movie. And then my home is, I don't know if you can see it.
That's from the
same
Weird
movie.
Al movie.
Yeah.
Which no one in the world has seen.
Except
I actually have seen it. It came on television a long time ago. On Saturday mornings, Channel 13 would play movies like around lunchtime, random movies, and it came on and I watched it on a black and white TV I had in my room.
It probably was like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it was UHF and then it went.
Right. UHF is one of those things too, kind of like Normal Bias that you saw all the time. Didn't really probably think of it.
Well,
That's mm-hmm.
All right. What about you for Matt?
So for Matt, again, came early, tiny baby. This is like on a lullaby CD that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And so Matthew had to stay in the hospital for like not a month, but
We put him in the box.
3.5 weeks.
They should have kept him in there.
So the song I have for Matt is "The Moment I Saw You," and it's a lullaby. There's several people who sing it. The one who sings it on the CD I have her name's Jocelyn. But it says, "The moment I saw you, I wanted to hold you and keep you warm on a cold day's morn. The moment I held you, I wanted to kiss you." And I still I cry every time I hear it because I just missed him. It was so hard only getting to see him at the hospital and then leave him. And then I came home one night and I heard that song and I would just play it over and over and over. And every night before he would fall asleep to music, I would play it for him. And I remember, he probably doesn't, but I remember one time asking him, like, "Do you want me to play something different for you?" You know, because I would play the same little CD that I made and this was on it. And he wouldn't. He still liked to hear it. And he still likes music. I don't know if you listen to it to fall asleep to anymore, but
You still listen to lullabies, Matt? Well, you are tonight, buddy, and she's gonna rock you a little.
I think the CDs are in my closet.
yeah, they are. That's what I came in and got this morning because I couldn't remember who sang it. But yeah, so Matt's is that "The Moment I Saw You."
Oh.
Okay, so we still don't have a name for this episode, which is odd because, I mean, this is episode 5. All 4 of the other episodes, we knew what the name of the episode was going in. Does anybody have an idea for a song for this one?
Right. So typically our episodes have been the titles of songs.
But real quick.
Ooh.
But I haven't shared.
Oh yeah, Noble hasn't shared his song for you, Kristi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, they haven't shared for me either. Oop.
That's right. Okay. All right. So Noble, you share for me, and then we'll.
All right. So before I do it, I just wanted to show you the.
No, don't. Oh, hold on. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
It said internet connection is unstable. Okay.
I made a long list, but the 2 songs. I had 2 songs. All You Need Is Love by the Beatles, and then Walking on Sunshine.
Aw.
Aw.
Yeah.
I love both of
And
those
then-
songs.
Lose Yourself and Happy were my third.
Which Happy?
Which one do you think? Yeah.
I'm thinking the Minions one. And don't make me say his name.
Pharrell.
Pharrell.
What is it?
Pharrell.
Remember, he's like your age, and you were very shocked by that.
Harold.
Is he my age? Is he Kristi's age? I forget, Kristi. How many years younger than me? Or than?
So that's funny. I'm 2 years younger than you, but for the last week I've been walking around saying I'm 47, and I was like, I don't remember turning 47, and it was really weird. And then I was talking to a friend from college, and I was like, I'm not 47. Brenda is. She's just like, not 47. I was like, oh,
Yay.
that's a couple of years. How much have I been drinking?
I'll have to say the first few 100 times I heard Happy, I liked it because I love Pharrell. But then that song, after they loved that song on the radio, and it does not make me happy when I hear it now.
I agree with you on that one. That's one of those songs that I'm trying to think. It was so big and everyone played it. That was my 5th grade year when it came out.
I think
that was such a big deal. And now that's such a, you don't play that song anymore.
Yeah. I think it kind of lost.
Right, it did. It just lost it.
You can wear out.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay. Pharrell sings lots of songs I can listen to.
Okay, no, well, later I want to see the rest of your list. I did hear Daddy talking to you about shortening your list before we got on.
You know what, Noble, that makes me happy because your mom, when we were making a playlist for ourselves, I was like, 10 songs, 10. And now I got 13, but your mom had 24.
Yeah, but I only came to the table with 11, and then when I saw you had 13, I was like, dang it! I didn't say a cuss word because then I have to click on explicit, so.
Right. Okay.
All right, Parks gentlemen, what do you have?
Okay. Also, our mom is always playing music in our house, all the time.
So loud.
And literally this week, she came upstairs and she heard how loud her music is from downstairs, and she was like, "Oh, is that how loud it is up here all the time?"
It is. I apologize. I'm like,
But
I'm so sorry.
there's one song that she always plays that me and Matt think it's terrible, so bad.
I know what you're going to
So
say.
anytime I'd ever hear it, I would definitely think of my mom. And it's "Breathe" by Angels and Airwaves. It's bad, terrible.
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Don't listen to it if you don't know it, please.
I love that because, I thought that the other day too. I was like, one of these days I'm not going to be around. They're going to remember me every time that song is on.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, so Angels and Airwaves is a the band Blink 182. I don't know if you know that band. I love that band. Not a boy band, but boys in a band. The one of the guitar lead singers, Tom DeLonge, this is his solo project, his solo band, Angels and Airwaves, and I love Angels and Airwaves, and I listen to them probably every day. And that song, it drives them nuts.
Okay, I cannot find that on Spotify. That makes me a little bit sad.
I pulled it up on iTunes. I'm listening to the preview right now.
Honorable mention for you, Mom.
You have an honorable mention?
Is this right?
Yes. Did you know? I love you.
No, his voice is
Amazing.
I can't even describe what his voice sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, somewhere, if this is going to be out in the universe, Tom DeLonge, I don't care what they say, I love you. Did you know? No. What's the honorable mention?
Whisper in the Sun.
Aww.
Hey, I'm sorry, I hit Angels and Airwaves. What was it?
Whisper in the Sun by Violent Femmes.
Blisters in the Sun by Violent Femmes. So,
what I think of that song for is literally, I show my mom a lot of music, and then whenever I hear her play it, at least 10 times a day, I'll just tell her I put you on, I put you on that, I put you on that. Every single song I hear in our house, I'll tell her I put her on it. But that's the only song I can really think of that she showed it to us.
And I put them on. Okay, Blisters in the Sun by Violent Femmes is just a happy song from the 80s. And anytime, I just remember anytime anyone our age hears that song, it just makes you dance, it makes you sing, it makes you whatever. I love it. And so the first time I ever played it for them, because I'll say that, I'm like, well, you need to learn this song because this is history right here. You need this. And so I played it for them, and it was the worst song they had ever heard. Matt and Alex, that's what they said. And then I played it for Preston. He's like, oh, this is terrible. all of them. And now all 4 of the cousins will be in the car with me. I can play that, and they will sing it.
And we paid $2 to buy it on Rock Band so we could play it.
So it makes me happy that I put them on that song.
But no, like the Angels and Airwaves song, like you know how like skater type music, like Blink-182 and Green Day has, like their voice sounds like
it's like a slow version of
I just
that.
think of it like skatery sounding, like nasally. I can't even
punk.
describe it. Yeah, like punk sounding.
Punk.
When I listened to the preview of it, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I didn't love the singing. But I like the music part of it. That was all right, but I didn't. The singing was.
It's like
I don't know.
It's like that punk skater type sound, but like they just turned it up way too much.
It was very like 2006.
Yes, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the honesty we have here. I really do.
Plugging his nose and like has his
I love you.
It sounds like that.
That's it. Now I just want to go like in my closet and try that. Well, I'm gonna have fun. That's a lot to add to our playlist. Like this episode needs its own playlist.
Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Basically all their music sounds like that, and it sounds exactly the same. It's just funny. Plays it a lot.
And I'm so sorry.
That's how I feel about Mommy. That's how I feel about Daddy's like music. Most of it.
Well, when Brenda started talking about it's his solo project, all I could think about was Mark Knopfler.
And that's
Yeah.
what my mom always does. When she plays music, she either says it's on shuffle, but she actually just clicks the first one, so it plays in alphabetical order. So, like, I only know songs that start with the letter A, like, on her playlist. And it's always the same, like, 10 of them that I hear. Or she plays, like, she'll make a playlist that's, like, 6 songs. And I guess she doesn't realize that it's been playing all day, so I've heard the same 6 songs for an entire day. That's been going on for a couple weeks in quarantine. For sure.
That's what radio was like when we were younger. Like there were like the top 10 songs and they just played them like over and over and over. So if you didn't hear it like, in 2 hours, like if you heard it, like literally the songs played like every hour and a half. If that. Brenda, you're a DJ. You didn't even know it.
I didn't know it.
Hey, did y'all know that back in the day your mom was on 104?
Yeah. That's
Talk
weird.
about it a lot. Is that kind of one of her things?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's just, when someone told me that the first time, I wouldn't have forgotten it. I want to hear my mom's voice on the radio.
That's exactly the same.
I'm going to try and get that.
But I bet they have it somewhere.
Yeah.
I have the cassette. I just need to.
You do?
Wait a
You
minute.
have to say up. Is that why you asked the other day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
On the record player, the cassettes. On the big
Yeah,
one.
I have it.
Oh, does Daddy have a cassette player on that stereo in the studio, y'all?
Probably. Yeah, he does.
We did the whole
Record it.
1099.
So
Bring it. Well, you guys were really good sports.
Yeah, you totally were.
This is good. So like your mom and I talked about, guys and kids, I didn't tell y'all this. We're going to do this every Sunday from 2 to 4. No, just kidding. Just
I actually wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
But
you know what? We could do like learning things with Kayci. Like you could bring something from school or
that would
I
be,
love learning
people
from
would hate that. I would like, what's his name on Parks and Rec, the accountant,
Oh, the guy with
that's
the
what, we could do that. No, no one wants to hear that.
No,
I do.
I do. I love Parks and Rec. I could talk about Parks and Rec for a week.
An hour.
That's how I am with The Office. Like Parks and Rec, I love Parks and Rec, but like The Office, that's what I can talk about.
But who's the accountant? Ben Wyatt?
No. What is it? His name like Barry or something?
Barney.
Barney?
His name is Barney. Sorry, our internet.
When they did the telethon.
While she's looking that up, I forgot to add this woman's work to your list, Mommy.
I was surprised that like Stay and This Woman's Work didn't show up. No Kate Bush, no Shakespeare's sister.
Oh my gosh.
This guy.
Oh, that guy. Yes.
This
He-
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
Oh
yes,
yeah. He's weird.
yeah, he's the
That's
guy.
what it would be like if it was like learning something with Kayci. No one wants to listen to that.
Whatever. I like it. I miss when you'd go live and talk about planners.
We were actually just talking about that this morning. I want to do, instead of like a planner party this year, I want to do a planner picnic, and just like, you don't have to buy a ticket or anything. Just come over in the yard, bring your planner, and
I want to do it. I'm there.
you should come.
Because I need a planner do-over because 2020 just messed up my planner.
Yeah, we're about to order our new ones.
Yeah. So what is the title of our episode? Episode 5.
Yeah, because it's Mother's Day.
What is it? Mamma Mia. Because it's Mother's Day, Matt said.
Matt, that was.
That's a good one.
Love it.
I like it. Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm. I also have some honorable mentions. I'll probably put it in my blog post.
I know. Then I'd have to write a blog post, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay, tell us your honorable mentions.
My honorable mentions are Rascal Flatts, My Wish. This was kind of to both of them.
That's going to be your slideshow, Alex.
Yes, Leanne Womack's I Hope You
Dance. Mm-hmm.
John Lennon's Beautiful Boy.
Oh yeah, that is.
Bob Dylan, Forever Young. One Republic, the I Lived song.
Put You On.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like.
And then, yeah.
That's another song from like middle school that was really big. Like,
That's a good song.
Mm-hmm. And then the Beautiful Boy, I like the Celine Dion version.
That's what I was going to say. No one has listened to that version. That is such a good version of that song.
One of my favorite CDs, but her version, she says mommy instead of daddy.
Yeah. And I have the book. I have the giants. I got it at the thrift store. I have the giant book with, will you grab it, please?
Yeah.
I used to have that book and I donated it. It's probably.
Oh my gosh, that's where it came from.
It's probably, and it had the CD in it, and we watched all the videos on it with like the videos of her like taking the pictures with all the babies.
Yes. I used to have. You probably have my book. I donated it. I like took the songs and put them on my computer, and then it was a big book. I couldn't find anywhere for it.
Noble's grabbing it right now.
What, Alex?
You had no use of the book, just the CD.
Mm-hmm. The CD.
But I love Celine Dion.
They were dumb.
You know what? I like. Yes, that is probably it.
And it has all the creepy pictures of her with the babies and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all see that? Have y'all seen that, guys? Like that, it's a baby like in pantyhose.
Hold on, let me find it.
There are some really strange pictures.
And like they're dangling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's see one of the baby in the hose, like when they're like the baby's dangling.
I gotta find it. They're hard to find in here.
Kayci, I love Celine Dion too, and my first wedding dance with my dad was the Celine Dion song "Because You Loved Me."
Such a good one. When we went to the my dad and I went to the Celine Dion concert in Houston in February, and I cried. Again, I don't cry, but I cried when she came out. It was so good. It was so good. I'm trying to find the pictures. It's all the pictures of like the babies and the.
One of my favorite, Ariana Grande did an impression of Celine Dion one time. Man.
What was that? Like James Corden or something?
Yeah,
It was on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, she she sang My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah, and she did the whole like.
Yes.
It's fabulous. Y'all should all go see it.
Yeah.
I think we should call this one Creepy Baby Pictures. That would be fun. You know, so did your boys look a lot alike as babies? I can't remember.
No.
Did y'all look totally different? Because y'all looked different and y'all were different colors. But
we had the same birthmark.
Mm-hmm.
No, mine look different. And I think now I begin to see some similarities in them, but y'all looking at each other.
I disagree.
Well, you're brothers, so.
Yeah. But thank y'all for doing this. I love it. You know, I also thought of this too yesterday. Like, because I always talk about tell your people this, tell them, record them, take pictures, all that. So this will forever be something y'all can look back on and your kids can look hot.
Yeah.
Remember that time?
Exciting.
Everybody with the male chromosomes just went like, no.
I never listened to a podcast like all the way through.
We just made y'all present.
Yeah. I love podcasts.
I do too.
I'm at the point now, like where I do listen to music, like if I'm getting ready or something, but when I'm driving, like I listen to podcasts when I was mowing the whole time the other day, like when I'm doing my schoolwork, I listen to podcasts and that's it. Like, and like driving to and from school and driving around town, podcasts, no music.
Yeah.
I'm just, again, an old lady thing, but
I'm not podcast yet, but the only podcast I've ever sat through, we're in the truck with Daddy, and he'll play Business Wars and one about Russia. Those are the only ones that I ever seen.
I listened to one about Kanye, your favorite.
Yeah. Yay.
No,
Is
this is
your
my
mom-
episode.
But I don't know if y'all can see, Matt has, those are all his vinyl albums on his wall. And then there's the guitar that he's learning how to play.
Oh, we're in Matt's room. See, I've never
That's
been here. So I think it's probably a good thing I don't know whose room is whose. That would be weird. So what albums what is that one that's red on the outside? I feel like I should know what that is.
The album. That's the one that I listened to a podcast about. It's called My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's Kanye. Yay.
Is it really?
My
Mhm.
mom doesn't like Kanye.
probably don't go listen to it, Mommy. You should listen to, if you were gonna listen to Kanye, you would probably like his latest one, if anything.
Yeah.
Liking Kanye best.
It's called Jesus King.
Yeah. I recognize his talent. I think he's very talented and, good at the things that he does. I am not a fan.
That's a good way to put it. I feel the same way. I don't like rap music like 90% of the time. So, but
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not for everybody.
No.
But neither is most of my music. So
Neither is Angels and Airways, but what are you going to
I have one that my mom gave me. Hold on.
do?
okay, so I think your chair. I think we used to have that dining room set. That's like so much like our dining room chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
I think
Ours were individual.
Yeah.
Was it? I feel like I used to have that chair, but I can't remember where it was then.
Mom, you gave me this one.
I did give you that.
Yeah.
He was singing the Reflex one day, and I was like, "You know the Reflex by Duran Duran?" And I was like, "I have that album."
Led Zeppelin 4.
Oh, that's a good one. I think I have a lot of.
Yeah, Matt loves his vinyls. He has some good ones. They
So,
both love music.
James loves my husband, their dad loves vinyl too, but it's more like, what does Daddy have on vinyl?
Rush
Tennis-
Carpenters.
No, he likes like Tennessee Christmas folk music. Tennessee
The $2 ones.
gospel, Appalachian gospel music.
Okay, but he also has a lot of vinyl from like stuff that he likes, like Rush and Tom like Carpenters and
And Mommy, the record
U2.
that you showed, I got you that one.
You did. It sits right. It literally sits in my window right in front. So
I
my
actually never listened to it.
I have to just,
I want to speed that up.
in James's defense, the Carpenters are highly underrated. I love the Carpenters.
I don't have an opinion.
I don't
My
know.
dad hates Rush. He's like the one dad that doesn't like Rush.
What?
I get so annoyed by Rush. Like seriously, like we went to a Rush concert 5 years ago. I
loved
don't
it.
hate many things, but I hate Rush.
I love.
Can't do it.
I like Rush.
Rush, Tom Petty.
Tom Petty's good.
Tom Petty's good.
I like Tom Petty.
I think I would like Tom Petty, except my dad loves it so much that at this point it's just like I have like my reflex is to dislike him.
I'll say that Rush and Tom Petty were my favorite, but my favorite is Weird Al.
Yeah.
so we have in our car that like when we go on road trips and stuff, we have we've always had an old phone or an iPod in our car that's called the car iPod, and it's supposed to be a family playlist, but it always ends up being like it's not mixed at all. Like there's very rarely anything that I like, but it'll be like Rush, Tom Petty, Mark Knopfler, dire straits. And so whenever we're in the car and James isn't in the car, we're kind of like skip.
Yeah.
We call that the daddy mix.
Yeah.
Our dad just like classic rock, like old from the 70s, like the Eagles. That's his favorite. We just went to see the Eagles. When was that, March?
Yeah. April?
March.
Yeah, March. Before the quarantine, the weekend before we.
The last time you probably went anywhere.
Yeah.
Lost for bad.
Video and the Eagles concert back-to-back days.
Right before.
And then it was quarantine.
Everyone.
Yeah.
And now you get to go on the internet with your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we need to go get y'all. My children, I owe y'all some ice cream. Parks, you're going to have to tell me what your treat is.
Well, so what, like we said, we wake up late, so we need to get breakfast / lunch. We haven't eaten.
You haven't eaten?
No.
Breakfast or lunch?
No.
I ate half a donut.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I'm amazed.
I'm surprised you're not grumpy. I'd be really grumpy. Y'all really could have eaten before we did this. It would have been fine.
But
The problem is that there wasn't much time when we were awake before this.
right. Exactly.
Wow.
Y'all are gonna have like dinner today. It'll be breakfast and dinner all together.
Yeah.
I like more than you.
So do y'all do like coffee when you wake up, or you just like?
I'll sometimes drink iced coffee.
Oh, I was like, do you just wake up and it's dinner time, or do you do like coffee? I don't drink coffee like that.
I drink coffee.
But they do, yeah.
I did have a cup of coffee, and
Yeah,
I'm drinking some water, and I offered to make them something to eat before I was getting myself together, but
My mind is blown.
I wake up at like between 11 and 12, and then I'll eat like breakfast food for lunch at like between 12 and 1.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty much scrambled eggs every day. And then we eat dinner at like 8:30, and then
I'll find a
that's
snack in
it.
between. Like
Probably very unhealthy, but it's okay.
No, my day, like school, when I'm at school, my day, and now too, but like my day is planned out to the minute. Like seriously, it's the same thing every day, and that's like how I thrive. Like I just feel so comfortable when everything is down to the minute. So like noon, we eat lunch at noon, and we nap until like 1, and then we go about our day, but like wake up at the exact same time every day, walk the dogs at about the exact same time every day, start my homework at the exact same time. So yeah,
we are typically routine oriented, but we're on our summer schedule. Like in the summertime, we just kind of do whatever. Stay up late, wake up late, eat whenever.
Yeah, you just do.
But then like the first like 2 weeks of quarantine, I was doing good. Like I had like a school routine like at home. And then I went to my dad's house, and he did like his printer wouldn't work on my computer. So I was like, I'll just wait till I go back to mom's to like catch up on homework. And then ever since that moment, nothing's gotten done at all.
All downhill.
Yeah.
You just blew Casey's mind a little bit. She's like, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, like I have my first AP test this week, and so I've been like getting ready for that. But
Just probably gonna like put the College Board YouTube videos on like 3 times speed, like 2 days before the test.
I got so bored of the College Board videos, I could not watch those anymore. Because it's a long story, but yeah, but like when quarantine started, I was still, like the first few days, I was still jet lagged from coming back from Ireland. And so without that, I probably wouldn't have like gotten up early in the day. But those first few days, like I woke up on my own at like 5 a.m, which I don't normally. I wake up at like 6:30. So that was.
No one's been keeping track. You get up at 6:40 every day.
Yeah, it's 6:40. But do they know who Nolan is?
Probably not. No, nobody knows. We have a gnome.
You want me to grab it?
You know we're crazy.
The time you wake up is our midpoint time.
Yeah.
What are you, Kayci?
Wait, hold on. It froze. What just happened?
Like the time you wake up in the morning is our midpoint.
That's true. Not even actually.
Yeah, early.
Yeah.
I'm a lark. They're owls. What did you say you were?
I'm a third bird. So hold on, I lost the page. So
here's my theory is like the early bird gets the worm. It can have it because I can't get up that early.
Yeah, I'm a third bird, I think.
Yeah,
So-
like, the time you wake up is closer to when we fall asleep than it is to when we wake up.
That's crazy. I have like, I'm not judging or anything. That's crazy that people can be like so different, because if I did that, it would stress me out so much. I don't know what I would do with myself. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You gonna say, Noble?
So I'm confused because if I wake up at 5:30 and I go to bed at like 9:30 or 10, where's that?
Okay, so
1:15?
9:30.
1:15.
Like 1:30.
No, it's from when you go to sleep to when you wake up.
Well then that changes everything. So then
8, 4, like
30 or 2.
7 hours and 30 minutes, and that's 3
little
hours.
nerd. I was just
3 hours and 45 minutes. Wait, no.
Alex has done the math like 14 times while y'all talked it out. He's still got it.
I'm not talking it out. I'm just letting him figure it out.
3 hours and 45 minutes. So that's
So your midpoint is when like me and Matt are like, all right, maybe we should go to sleep soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
1:40.
you're a lark.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah,
But I like saying that.
I don't like.
I like saying that.
All right, friend. Well, y'all go get your ice cream. Send us pictures. We're gonna go get our first meal,
Yeah, we're gonna do something to eat.
We're gonna go
Period.
eat so we don't die.
Yeah.
and then we'll be eating dinner about the time James isn't eating a snack because he's going to bed.
I'll be asleep when we eat dinner, and y'all all will be awake
Yeah.
when we're falling asleep.
Like, my friend, like, what are you doing right now? And I'll be like, oh, my mom's making dinner. And like yesterday, Aaron, he was like, what are you doing right now? I was like, oh, I'm about to eat dinner. My mom's still making it. And he said, bro, my mom's asleep right now.
So y'all just pretend like we live in China. That's what it is. Like the Pharaohs, they must live in China. It's a different part of the world.
Yeah, different part of the world.
People that watch TV while they eat dinner, like when we're eating dinner, the stuff that's on TV is like the like infomercials that are on at like 2 in the morning.
That's not that bad. Oh my god. Well,
It's just who y'all are. It's okay.
it's who we are. Mm-hmm.
It's okay because we're big nerds and we're.
Aren't you glad we're your moms?
God, no.
They like got up to leave.
Realize you're downstairs. You're standing between them and Blinner. So, okay.
Right.
So yesterday was our anniversary.
We are still recording. Okay.
We are. We're just sitting here. But anyway, so we had Chewy's in the truck. It was big. It was a big deal.
You like Chewy's?
Yep.
Well, if I would have known that.
You
Can't
still
even
would
eat
have gone.
McDonald's in the car.
Yeah, that's true.
What'd you say, Matt?
I can't even eat McDonald's in the car. I always wait till I get home.
Matt cannot eat in the car. He has to bring it home and eat it. Mm-hmm.
Let alone Chewy's. I could never do that.
Yeah.
Not even if you park the car?
No, and he can't eat like, you know how like Wendy's or McDonald's will give you the stuff in like boxes or cartons or stuff? Like even when he gets home, he can't eat it out of that. He has to put it on a plate and eat it like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Like he won't eat the burgers with the little paper on it. Like it has to be on a plate. Like
It's all out. Mm-hmm.
I'm just going everywhere.
Yeah. I didn't get that for me. That's a Matt thing. But
That's funny.
okay.
I don't eat sandwiches in the paper. I take it out and eat it with my hands.
But like
I
I
don't
loved
understand
our
what that's
Chewy's
for.
picnic. Like that was great because they gave us all the little plastic sauce containers and
I love Chewy's. I always think of Steve when I hear
Yeah, Steve.
Mm-hmm. That's his place.
Yeah.
that's my place in our family.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chewy's.
All right, kids. Well, y'all have a great dinner. We're going to go start winding down. It's 3:30. It's almost bedtime. So.
Oh my god, I just love you guys. Well, thank you for this. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. But hey, y'all are all good sports.
Mhm.
Offspring. Thank y'all.
Podcast. You'll have like an outro or something.
Not yet. Noble's working on it.
Y'all need to help us with that. Mhm.
Like old man.
Oh, do y'all have music?
Oh yeah, I need to work on that.
Not yet.
Oh, every good podcast has an intro.
We're working.
Right.
It's gotta be good. No pressure. It's gotta be good.
Have drums in it.
Yes. Well, so for our last podcast, Daddy just did he did stock music, and so I asked Noble to write something original, kind of like in the vein of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, something like poppy, synthy. So, but yeah, somebody else can take a stab at it. It's wide open.
What are y'all gonna say in here? And chill, let's practice it. Or we can practice your outro right now. No pressure.
Our outro will be like an hour long because it'll be Brenda saying, "Say what you need to say to your people. Love your people. Be nice to people. Reach out to people. Have you texted them? Have you told them?"
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama, yours would be like, "I love you. I love you.
You're my favorite. You're all my favorite." Yes, I know. This is why we don't have an intro and outro. So here's our agreement on the podcast. Our agreement was that we were just going to ship it. We were just going to start it. Like, we published our website, even though the homepage isn't done. Like, we're just doing it as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the next step will be intro, outro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we're taking suggestions if y'all have any ideas for what we should say.
Yeah, for sure. Because you guys know us so well. So
Yeah.
give us something.
I would say just listen to podcasts that you like, and
Well, I mean, we have
listen to
your
what they
number,
say.
so
Yeah.
Also, just make sure it's good for YouTube and your podcast, because people are listening to it in 2 different places.
Right.
I didn't even know you had a YouTube, but then I
did.
realized that I was already subscribed, so apparently I did know that.
Okay. I definitely do think we need something that's like, I'll keep it short, Kristi, but like, something like a good hashtag or a good just what we say at the end.
Consistent.
Yeah, consistent. Mm-hmm. So you guys submit your ideas.
Your intro would be like, "I'm Brenda, and I'm Kristi, and we've been friends for blah, blah, blah years, and we love everybody. This is the Normal Bias Podcast."
ow.
Bruh.
But
I love it. Yes.
Something along those lines.
Something along those lines. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Aren't you glad you listened?
Aren't you glad you listened?
that could be outro.
Yeah.
Oh. That's
Casey's like, "I take it back. You can't have
That
it."
could be your bonus podcast.
Yeah.
You could have like 4 podcasts going at once.
We totally could have like special episodes. You know what? I did not write down Orange You Glad. I feel like I should write that down in Orange.
Or y'all could have like, I don't know how you're doing it, but you could have like themes. So I don't know how many episodes you pump out every week, but you could do like how many episodes do you put out a week?
So far, so our podcast is almost, tomorrow will be a week old, 2 weeks old, 2 weeks old. So, and this is our 5th episode.
Are y'all posting like on the same days, like every week, or what?
Not yet. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I was thinking y'all could do like if you're gonna have a guest, like your high school friends or whatever, like that could be one day a week, and then another day a week you could do like, I don't know, whatever your days are, but so it's the same every week, you know?
Yeah.
Those are all. Let's see, y'all are smart kids. You're not kids. You're people.
Yeah. But definitely, we like she said, we just decided just to jump and start, and so we definitely need to come up with some kind of schedule or routine, or
You're doing great so far.
Well, thanks. Your mom had this great quote from episode 1, and she said that in life she wants to have get tos and not have tos. So that was the other thing, is that we wanted this to be fun and something we liked to do, like that we get to do and not have to do. Because once it becomes that, then it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
So definitely want to keep it light.
Yeah.
But all right, friends, we love you.
All right, we can't wait to hear what y'all have for dinner. You're gonna let us know.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
All right, bye, you guys. Be awesome today. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye, guys.
See y'all.
Bye. Good night.
It is bedtime here. Bye, y'all.